Hey guys, it's your favorite Dinobot here, and today we're going to be doing Ice Titan versus Godzilla Evolved. So without further ado, let's hope you guys enjoy this video. So with Godzilla Evolved here, I know some of you guys are going to ask me in the comment section if I think it's stronger than Thermo, who do I think is stronger, who do I think is more powerful, and my answer is simply this. Go watch these two's video. Alright, go watch Godzilla King of the Monsters on why Godzilla X Kong is much weaker than you think. Excuse me. And then you could also watch Nothing Important here, a video of Zal versus Legendary King Ghidorah. And he also explains why Ghidorah would be above Shimo. So, yeah, just go watch the homies' videos. So, without further ado, let's begin. Godzilla Evolved versus the Ice Titan, and let's obviously start off with the king of monsters himself here. Now, Godzilla Evolved, believe it or not, at the beginning of the movie, or Godzilla himself at the beginning of the movie, he should be back at his full strength level. Now, this is important because if you guys remember, in Godzilla Godzilla versus Kong, excuse me, Godzilla and Kong were both weakened to a degree here to where they weren't at full strength. Now, Godzilla at full strength, which is what we are seeing here, bodied and amped and actually bloodlusted Skeela here, because Skeela was actually going to challenge and kill him to pretty much, usurp him, take the throne and stuff. And obviously we saw how that went, because Godzilla don't play that. And then, throughout the movie, he also defeated an amped Tiamat. It's also noted that Godzilla actually absorbed some of Tiamat's biology, apparently, which is actually pretty interesting. So he can absorb another monster's biology via either consuming them or absorbing the radiation from the area they were in and stuff. So it is what it is here. Now, Tiamat actually scales above Muto Prime here, which actually fought against a 2014 Godzilla and almost won. Keep in mind, Muto Prime is able to recreate any earthquake in history, putting him at a multi-continental to even moon level if you want to get it there. Godzilla also in a much weaker state. All right, again, a weaker Godzilla did this. Burrowed through the hollow earth. Okay? He burrowed through the hollow earth and was able to break through even the gravitational inverse of the hollow earth just to hit where Kong was. All right? Keep in mind, we know that the hollow earth portals have a gravitational inverse or a gravitational comparison to that of a black hole. Now, again, most people will be like, oh, well, that's solar system level, right? But again, that's more of the higher ends for the monsterverse as a whole here. And the more consistent end actually puts them around dwarf star level. Because again, if you want to destroy the entirety of the monsterverse Earth, you would need solar system level attack potency in order to do it. Now again, you could say that, well, Godzilla was weak and not at full strength. But again, would he have the power to actually affect the entire Earth in such a manner? Again, we gotta think about this kind of stuff here. Now, Godzilla Evolved is 20 times stronger than his base self. Not his thermal self, and probably not even his critical mass self, now that I think about it. But again, should be a lot stronger. Atomic breath. He has relativistic scaling and stuff like that, but we'll get into that by the end of this video. Now, the Ice Titan, right? The second strongest Titan in Arc. You see, we can do like a plethora of scaling to get him relative to Godzilla here. Possibly even surpassing it, because again, I know a lot of people that use mods do use the Godzilla mods and stuff like that there, or the Monsterverse mod or whatever. And again, I love the mods myself here, but again, we gotta be a little realistic here. So the Ice Titan easily would scale, at least relative to the King Titan, as again, he's number 2, and he's capable of fighting against and even harming said King Titan. Even being able to fight against all the Arc creatures to the point where he's able to possibly even decimate them. Now, the only creature that might have this exception is the Dread Nautis. But again, we gotta wait and see how that works, because I can't wait for it either. I mean, can't wait to play with that thing. Now, Within Ark's lore, we do have a lot of things we can scale the Ice Titan over. As a matter of fact, the Titans in general, what am I talking about? So we can easily scale them above the element, which was able to destroy aberration. All right, this is the entire planet, its rotation, how it affects the planet, everything. The element was capable of doing this, and again, the Ice Titan can easily scale above it, even scaling above some of the primal fear creatures, which are able to casually create black holes. But again, the size of them does matter. And this will put the Ice Titan around the Dwarf Star level as well. So, without further ado, we have Godzilla Evolved versus the Ice Titan. Who wins? How does this fight play out? Do they actually match up with each other pretty well here? Oh, and keep in mind, the Ice Titan is able to freeze people via all of his attacks. So any physical blows, any attacks from his mouth, tail, foot, pinky toe, yeah, he can freeze somebody. Now, let's talk about this, right? Does Godzilla Evolved scale to Shimo? And does the Ice Titan have better freezing capabilities than Shimo? Both of those answers are simply no. No, not at all. Now, what's actually funny about this here is that in the novelization, we actually do have confirmation that Shimo almost one-shotted Godzilla by her just simply throwing him off of her. Like, casual, like, get off me. And it even states that Godzilla was either injured, vulnerable, stunned. Either way, he was in a state to where it took him a while to get back up to battle. And now, the next question. Does the Ice Titan scale to Shimo when it comes to freezing capabilities? And my answer is simply no. You see, Shimo's cryomancy or ice type abilities and stuff here. I'm trying to sound like a Pokemon expert here, and my bad. But yeah, Shimo's ice abilities here are able to freeze atoms. The Ice Titan has no such statements. The best I can actually give the Ice Titan via actually rewatching some older Arc videos from other YouTubers and stuff on how they pretty much, play, operate, and stuff like that there, is that the Ice Titan can at least freeze someone at negative 0.5 degrees Fahrenheit, which is enough to freeze human tissue and thus, obviously, other creatures like dinosaurs, mammoths, and, stuff like that altogether here. So Godzilla Evolved does have a chance to break out of it, but again, it's the sheer fact that the Ice Titan has better freezing applications than Shimo. Shimo has better freezing abilities. Being able to freeze, is a much more powerful, ice or cryomancer user here, right? But again, the Ice Titan is a much more versatile ice user, is what I'm trying to say here. Being able to use his punches, his attacks, something like physical movements, are just capable of freezing his own opponents over and over and over again, and even damaging them while they're frozen here. Basically, think of it as an ice punch, right? You're frozen. You can't break out. And the opponent can simply just stack up damage after damage after damage over and over and over again. Godzilla Evolved's best bet is his speed. And this is why I honestly think he would win here. You see, the problem with Arc is that you really don't have too many creatures that you can scale to relativistic. Some of them might be the Astrodelphis or the Astrocetus. And again, it's very possible to say the Ice Titan can react to them at full speed and he just, gets relativistic scaling there. But again, with the Monsterverse, it's a bit more consistent and it's more shown. Ghidorah, Kong, Mothra, Rodan, the Muta. Well, no, sorry, the Mutas didn't really react to the atomic breath. My bad. So using all that, Godzilla has much more relativistic or FTL scaling if you really want to get it there. If you really wanted to, pull my leg or, pull my tail about it. You guys get what I mean. Godzilla has much more consistent speed scaling than the Arc Titans. And with them being of a relative size, this means Godzilla could essentially pull a Mechagodzilla and outmaneuver the Ice Titan and just start nailing him with his attacks over and over and over again, getting I would have to say, much more consistent win. However, if we do scale him, or scale the Ice Titan, excuse me, to the Astrodelphus and Astrocetus, then it can definitely be argued that the Ice Titan is able to eventually wear down Godzilla. But again, more often than not, I do see Godzilla Evolved winning this battle more often than not. He just has better counters, better means to beat the Ice Titan more often than not. But that's going to be all for today, you guys. Please comment down below, like and subscribe and share with your friends. This is Legendary Grimlock, and I hope you guys have a blessed day. Peace.